Hey everybody, welcome to Dave's World. So when I started Dave's World, I don't know, a couple years ago, I just started it because I like doing YouTube, I like video editing, I like filming. In fact, when I was in school as a little kid, I had an affinity for film and being a director, and I just loved movies. In fact, a lot of people who know me personally know that I make a lot of like movie line references because I'm just a huge movie fan. When I started Dave's World, I called it Dave's World because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. My hobby was cars, and really I just liked doing YouTube. I just wanted to film, so I had something to edit. I just loved editing. And it really, Dave's World, instead of doing like car and house stuff, has turned into I'm more of a parts manufacturer now, and I'm a prototyper. And it really evolved. So I was the first, I don't care what anybody says. I'm sure things are going to change over the years, but you can date my videos. I was the first guy to come out with Gen 2 intercooler pieces. I figured out how to do a really nice wastegate. I figured out the train horn noise. My diverter came around because I figured out the train horn noise. Because for years, people would put big turbos in these cars and they would make this awful whistling, screeching, train horn type sound, tea kettle noise. No one figured it out for years, so I came out with another prototype piece, and then that evolved into, I figured out how to make my own diverter, which sounds awesome. You can air purge, you can flutter. And I did Flutter. I'm not a huge fan of Flutter, but I did Flutter because a lot of people asked me for Flutter. But nowadays, there's companies out there, like big companies out there that are, I don't know, giving me a hard time because I'm manufacturing parts now. It is what it is. I'm not trying to fight with them. And if they take things the wrong way, I don't know what to tell them. If they just take things the wrong way, it's not my intention. I'm just making my own parts. So I haven't done an intercooler video in a while, but I was the first one to come out with an intercooler for the Gen 2. And since then, I have taken all that data and made even better intercoolers. In fact, I have like 7 different intercoolers on the website, which I'm going to simplify for everyone. So today is my latest intercooler video, and I can't wait to show everybody everything. So here are, I guess, 4 different examples of my latest intercoolers. This is a titanium version. I have a friend that works with titanium. He's been doing great work, and we've been working together to really come out with these amazing intercooler products. And the newest intercoolers, so these are going to be replacing my usual intercoolers. This is a high-end intercooler. So when Cruze Missile, when I was first figuring out how to get power out of it, there was no intercooler on the market, so I made my own. And since then, I've also made my own turbochargers, I've made my own wastegate, made my own diverter. I've done a lot on the car. And engine covers. I'm gonna be doing underhood covers. So what's happening now is I actually have a titanium engine cover that is gonna go with this titanium intercooler pipe. And then there's going to be titanium, literally a Super Cruze's titanium cold air intake. So in this area is going to be the Super Cruze's heat shield, and there's going to be a Super Cruze's titanium air intake that's going to fit the factory car, and it's going to fit the T3 turbochargers that I'm coming out with. I have different versions. And here's obviously an example of one of the new intercoolers in the car with the engine cover. Everything fits nice. You can see it. You can show it off. And I absolutely love this design. I love the way it looks. I have different versions. I'm not quite sure which one's going to be the main version, but for right now, I think I'll just let people decide what they like, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, so when I look at my algorithm, I see that more than 50% of the people who watch my YouTube channel are not subscribed. Subscribing is free. Just click that subscribe button and you get to see cool things like how I built this $15,000 Shelby Cobra on a budget. One of the things I've been doing for the community in the last couple of years is doing these really cool intercoolers that are different colors, different purples, different blues, different greens, different shapes, different designs in them. I like to use the colored elbows. Basically you can get, an elbow in blue with a green pipe with a orange elbow, and I can just do all sorts of crazy stuff. The problem is, now it takes so long to do those custom ones that I can't, when I was doing 1 or 2, it was fine. But now if I'm doing like 10 of them, it holds me up and people are just waiting. And I really don't like people waiting a long time for their products. So I'm trying to streamline and do things in a certain way that help the community get their products faster as well. So with these, I'm going to have versions that are basically, you can do I can do a version that'll work on the factory intercooler. I can do a version that'll work on my large intercooler. I can do a version that'll work with the extreme intercoolers. And these are way more high end. And at the end of the day, I just wanted to give the community something a little more elevated. I absolutely love the idea of a guy with a Lamborghini with a titanium exhaust parked next to you at a car show, and you pop the hood and you have a titanium intercooler, titanium engine cover, and a titanium air intake. I'm a one-man operation. I can only do so much. I mean, for example, I saw a screenshot this week of somebody saying that I outsource my billet intake manifold. Well, last I checked, I do not see a $200,000 CNC machine in my garage. So explain to me where I'm supposed to machine and check flows on a billet intake manifold. I designed it with a friend. He's got a CNC machine. I paid him to CNC machine it for me. That's pretty much how things go when you're a one-man operation. I don't have employees. Last I checked, there's no, unless somebody's hiding them up in the rafters, I don't see any employees hiding up there. I don't see them. It's literally me and my wife.